Think you know everything there is to know about starting a business? Think again. So aspiring entrepreneurs, if you're thinking about starting a business or you've already taken the plunge, you might be wondering what it's really like to be an entrepreneur. In this video today, I'm going to share the honest truth about entrepreneurship, including the challenges, the failures, and the sacrifices that come with running your own online business. I'm also going to talk about the importance of mindset, so buckle up, grab a notebook and a pen, and let's dive in. The first truth of entrepreneurship is that it requires long working hours. You're the boss. You're the employer, you're the marketer, you're the accountant, you're the sales rep, you're the customer service rep. You're literally everything all rolled into one. This means that you'll be working around the clock, often sacrificing your personal time and your social life to keep your business running. The second truth about being an entrepreneur is that it often involves financial instability, especially in the early stages. You might not make a profit for the first few months or even the first few years, and you're going to need to have a solid financial plan and a backup source of income to survive those difficult times. This can be stressful, but it's the reality that all entrepreneurs need to face. The third truth of entrepreneurship is failure and rejection. Failure and rejection is inevitable in entrepreneurship. You might launch a product that doesn't sell well, a pitch idea that gets turned down, or a mistake that costs you a lot of money. It's important to remember that failure and rejection are not signs of incompetence or weakness, but instead they're opportunities to learn, grow, and improve on. As an entrepreneur, you've got to learn to love failure. You've got to learn to enjoy the process, because when you get to where you're trying to go to, it's always fun to look back on the journey. And if you don't embrace failure and learn to love it, entrepreneurship probably isn't for you. The amount of times I've failed as an entrepreneur is absolutely ridiculous. One of the first businesses I ever started was flipping Instagram pages, and I remember flipping all these Instagram pages. I would build up theme pages, then sell them for a profit. So I'd buy a theme page with like 20k followers for like $100, and then I would grow that page to like 100,000 followers and then flip it for like $600. And I did that for a couple months. I stacked up around 3 to 4 grand, and I was on top of the world. This is the most money I'd ever seen in my life. I was like 15 at the time, and at the flip of a hat, all that money I had just made is now disappeared because I made the fatal mistake of trying to make money quick, take shortcuts, and I ended up getting scammed and losing everything I'd worked for. And there's countless other times that I've failed businesses. I did dropshipping for 2.5 years and failed for 2.5 years straight. I had a marketing agency. I flipped Pokemon cards. I did everything imaginable, and the amount of times I've failed is unbelievable. But it's something you learn to love, and it's something that you just end up embracing, because I know that my best moments have come from failure. Now, the fourth truth about entrepreneurship: balancing work and personal life. When you're running a business, it's easy to get caught up in the work and neglect your personal relationships, your health, and your hobbies. It is important to make time for self-care, relaxation, and socializing, even if it means taking a break from work. However, I can't really say that I live this way. I have a very addictive personality, and I don't even really feel like my work is work to me. So I kind of have like an unhealthy habit where I'm just all in on wherever it is I'm doing. Right now, obviously, as most of you guys know watching this, I run a 6-figure a month OnlyFans management agency, and I live and breathe this business. Every single day, I just get up and work. I feel like the sooner I can close the gap between the time I wake up from the time I start work, the better and more productive my day is. But this works for me, and it doesn't work for everyone. I think a lot of entrepreneurs do need balance, but it really depends on you as a person. I do believe balance is healthy, but I feel like when you're really passionate about something and that's all you want to do is work, 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 if that's what you want to do and that truly makes you happy and fulfilled, then by all means just do that. If balance is going to stress you out and take you away from your mission, then don't do it by all means. But there are people out there that need to socialize and need to do other things like hobbies and stuff to sort of really feel fulfilled in their life. Otherwise, they're just working away and they're not really separating anything that's different from working a job or being an entrepreneur. And obviously, as you guys know, the best part about being an entrepreneur is the freedom that comes with it. But I will say every now and again, at least take a break from work and find some type of balance, because you will hit burnout quite often. I used to have these stages where I would work my absolute arse off for 3 months in a row with 16-hour days every single day, and then I'd hit this phase where I'm just super burnt out, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why am I so like lazy? I've got all these tasks I need to do today, and I'll leave them till the end of the day and procrastinate. I've gone through all these struggles as an entrepreneur, and I still reach them now. I'm not perfect by any means, and I did come to find out that like those burnout stages come from work, work, work without any type of balance. There's been times where I've just locked myself in my house for like 3 to 4 months at a time and just worked and done nothing else, but there does need to be sometimes where you take a break and socialize and go and do other stuff that you enjoy apart from work. And a lot of balance also comes down to discipline. Discipline's super important as an entrepreneur. And if you don't have discipline, then I think you're gonna find that it takes a lot longer to hit and achieve your goals that you've set. But once again, goals are not everything. If you just set goals like, I want to do this, I want to hit that, hit that, hit that. If that's all your life is based around is chasing goals, then you're never going to be happy, you're never going to be satisfied, and you're never going to be fulfilled. Because take it from someone who's been there and done it. When I set my goal to make 10k a month and I hit it, it's like, right, cool, I'm making 10k a month, but nothing really like changed. I didn't feel as happy that I thought I would have felt when I had hit it. And it was the same when I hit 100k a month, and now I'm striving to make $1 million a month. I'm not there yet, but that's the goal. And even though I've set these goals, I know that I don't get my happiness, fulfillment, and joy from hitting those goals. Those goals are sort of just a byproduct of what I'm trying to do and accomplish. You need to find like a deeper purpose. And I don't agree with this bullshit, like find your passion and build a business around your passion, because I truly think that you can be passionate about anything. I never knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. I never would have imagined I would have been an entrepreneur as a kid. But yeah, also as well, like the stuff like morning routines and this kind of thing, I go through stages where I'll have really good morning routine and do all this kind of thing and meditate and blah blah blah. There's seasons to business, right? And there's seasons where, you know, I'll really work on personal development at a super high level. I'll go and speak with the top people in the industry. I'll spend a lot of money on personal development and growth and inner growth and outer growth and skills and acquiring knowledge from other experts in different fields. But there's also seasons to business where it's just time to grind and just get to it and just get done what you need to get done. But yeah, I like to just sort of play business in seasons where I'll have a season that I'm just fully just grind mode, like pure Gary V, like parents, like full on just like graft every single day, up at 5 a.m, pure grind. But then I'll also have seasons in business where I'm mainly just thinking and making smart decisions and sort of leading and working really like deep on myself. And then I'll even have seasons where I sort of relax and just travel and go and enjoy myself. So I feel like you gotta play life in seasons to really get the most out of it. Like if you're just gonna be working every single day all year round for the next 10 years, you're gonna waste what's potentially the best years of your life being your youth. I know my audience is a lot of younger entrepreneurs between 18 to 34. So just trust me, from all the people that I've spoke to and successful entrepreneurs that are older and have done really well, the one thing that they always say to me is they would give up all their money that they've made just to go back 10 years. So don't waste all your years of youth by just working, because we're only on this planet once and you don't want those years to just be wasted. Yeah, you might be successful, but that's a reason why there's a lot of super successful people and rich people that are super unhappy and unfulfilled and just wish that they could go back in time. Not to get too dark, but this could all be taken away from you tomorrow. So make sure you're enjoying your life and you're also doing the things that you want to do. Now, the fifth truth about entrepreneurship is being able to question and challenge your own belief. Now, a quote I heard a while back from a book I was reading, I think it was Orson Scott Card. If I'm correct, I might be wrong, but a quote that's really stuck with me for a long time is, we question all of our beliefs except the ones that we really believe in and those we never think to question. Now, if you really sit with that quote and start to question your beliefs, then you can really learn a lot. And one of the keys to success as an entrepreneur is to be able to question and challenge your own beliefs. And this means being open to new ideas, feedback, and perspectives, and being willing to admit when you're wrong or when you need to change course. Don't be afraid to challenge your assumptions, test your hypotheses, and explore new possibilities. This is ultimately how you're going to learn, grow, and innovate as an entrepreneur. And also, we get a lot of thoughts put in our head from a young age. This is why it's super important to do inner child work. If you've never heard of inner child work or you're unsure, there's a lot of deep work you can do on your inner child, and basically you really want to learn to be the parent of your inner child. Not all of us had the greatest childhood, and even some of us with really good upbringings and childhoods, you should still learn to be the mother and father of your own younger self, because our younger self still holds a lot of trauma from when we was young and still holds a lot of beliefs that were put in our head that do not serve us as adults and as entrepreneurs. So the more that you do inner child work, the faster you'll sort of exceed in your growth as an entrepreneur. And ultimately that means, you know, the more money you make, the more successful you become, and all that good stuff. It's even kind of important to question beliefs that you hear people saying. I do this all the time with family and friends, where they'll say a statement and I question them on it, and I'll say, where did you get that from? Like, that's not true. Like, how do you know that's true? Like, who put that thought in your head? Or like, oh, I seen it on the news or wherever. And I'm like, right, okay, let me explain. It's good to get other people questioning their beliefs, because you don't want people around you that just have sort of super narrow-minded mindsets. Question your own beliefs, question others' beliefs, or make people question their own beliefs. So that way you're helping everyone, right? And the last truth of being an entrepreneur is having a good mindset. So let's talk about mindset. Now, the right mindset can make all the difference when it comes to entrepreneurship. You'll need to have and adopt a growth mindset, which means being open to learning, growth, and challenges. You need to be resilient. You need to be disciplined. You need to be able to bounce back from failure and rejection. The main thing you need is to be able to stay focused, especially when the going gets tough. Now, there's a lot more I could talk about on mindset. I've done a lot of personal work myself on personal growth and mindset. I've probably spent over $100,000 at this point just on personal development because it's super important and it's super key to just leveling up in life. And I think that's one of the main reasons that I've been able to move so quickly through life. And that's because I buy other people's mistakes. Because it's truly the only way you can really buy time in this life is to buy the knowledge, take less time from other people who've taken their time. It's like Edison, right? Edison created the light bulb and we just bought that lesson off him and now we have light bulb. That's like a weird analogy, but yeah, mindset is a super important factor, and it's also why a lot of entrepreneurs fail. There's a reason why the majority of businesses and entrepreneurs fail within the first year. It's just because they give up way too early. The likelihood of being an entrepreneur is you're not going to get rich quick. You're not going to become a multi-millionaire overnight. It's going to take a lot of time, effort, sacrifice, and discipline to get where you really want to go. But yeah, mindset's super important, and it is something that you really need to work on. You need to learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job, because ultimately we primarily get paid for value. And the misconception is people think that they're getting paid for their time, but in reality you're getting paid for value. And now you cannot get more time, but you can become more valuable. So work on learning high income skills and providing more value, and the more value you're able to provide, the more money that you're going to make in return. If you're only ever getting paid for your time, there's only so far up the ladder you can really go. And I'm telling you now, all the richest people in the world do not work jobs, they work for themselves. So something to consider if you're currently working a job and you're debating whether it's for you, start working harder on yourself than you do on your job. Because the real question to be asking yourself on the job is not what am I getting here, but what am I becoming here? Because true happiness is not contained in what you get, but in what you become. And I think the last tip I'll leave you with about mindset, and something that's really helped me get to the position I'm at, is having the mindset of like, if I was to give up right now, I could be 1 inch away from gold. Like for example, you could be at this crossroads right now where, you know, you're trying a business and you keep failing, you keep failing, you keep failing, and you're thinking, right, I've had enough. I think this is not working. I think it's time to give up. But if you just keep going for 1 more day or 1 more week or 1 more month, you could be literally inches away from gold, and now you've given up when you literally was inches away from gold. So I think having that in the back of my mind with everything I ever did just made me never want to quit. Every time in business I've always been like, oh my god, this is a lot, I'm failing, I'm losing money. I've had trials and tribulations in my life where everything has gone completely wrong and tits up. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I've had a lot of bad shit happen, and there's been times where I've been like, holy shit, I think this, I'm just gonna give up. But that thing in the back of my mind is saying like, this could literally be the turning point. You literally could be 1 inch away from gold, so just keep going for 1 more day. And that rule of 1 more, if you practice and consistently do that, then there's no way you're gonna fail as an entrepreneur. The only way to fail is to give up, and if you don't give up, you can never fail. It doesn't matter how long it takes, you will not fail if you do not give up. So there you have it. That's gonna be it for today's video. The truth about entrepreneurship is that it's not that easy, and it's not like that luxurious lifestyle that you see everyone promoting on social media with fast cars, the fancy houses, the hot women. You know, it's not as luxurious as it seems out to be. There's a lot of trials and tribulations that come with being an entrepreneur. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, trust me. Don't compare yourself to anyone online. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's, because that's the fastest way to never get anywhere. Don't envy anyone else. Be happy for the people succeeding, and like I said previously, adopt a growth mindset. Never be narrow-minded to where you think you know it all, because that's one of the worst traits you could ever have as an entrepreneur. You always want to try and learn everything from everyone and every experience. So by understanding all these challenges and sacrifices that come with running your own business and come with being an entrepreneur, you can now prepare yourself for your journey and avoid some of these common pitfalls. Now remember to also question your own beliefs and maintain a growth mindset, stay motivated and focused. But yeah, if you found this video helpful, it would mean a lot to me if you could leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of my future content. So yeah, thanks for watching and peace. Imagine I didn't record. I don't think I did. Oh my god, I did. Oh my god, I was gonna say. Bro, I just nearly had a heart attack. I just thought I was just speaking and forgot to hit record. Oh my god, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is what being an entrepreneur is like, forgetting to hit record. Oh, now.